As much as I hoped it would be better, I can fairly say that Hades is the worst god casting of the show.
No.
Hades is supposed to be more dreary.
My helm.
He's supposed more dreary and more of an godly. It's literally a sentence in the book where it's like he meets Hades and like, this is the first god I've met that feels like a god.
Really don't want.
Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where tonight we're watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians, episode 7. The penultimate episode is here, and things have changed. A lot of the book so far, as I've explained on many occasions, the TV show is like a remix of the book. But the biggest change, one of the biggest changes, happened in the last episode where, for once, they failed to finish the quest within the time limit. That doesn't really happen in early Percy Jackson. Maybe I'm forgetting where it happens, but usually they get there just before the bad thing happens. This is not the case here. The bad thing has happened. The war is beginning. They failed to get there all by the solstice. It's kind of shocking. But putting that aside, that doesn't mean the book won't continue anyway. And now it's time for them to go to Hades. If you enjoy this video, consider hitting the like button. If you want to see more of my content, consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you want to help me out to make more of this content, consider hitting the join button and becoming a member of this channel for as little as $1 a month. But if you don't want to do any of that, then let's just get into the episode. Krusty's Waterbed Palace, which has been changed to the A gate down to the Underworld. Another important example, actually one of the most important examples of how they changed the book by removing the biggest thing is the gang really kind of accidentally fell into a bunch of the monsters that they ate this. I mean, especially Krusty's. There was no reason for that. They hid in the first shop that they could, and it just happened to be, yes, this monster. But I mean, the luck, please. Also, I think it's immensely funny that they changed Procrustes' both the role here to give importance, and they recast the same guy who played Charon in the movie.
With these beds, you just fit.
Never tried a waterbed. Has any of you put in the comments below if you've tried a waterbed before?
Much better.
Personally, I would never bring one into my house because I like carpets, and water and carpets are bad. Spooky staircase.
It's either the realm of the dead or someone left a carton of milk in there in the 1990s.
Hey, they finally referenced, smell. Have I talked about this already? About how the monster smell seems to be very absent?
Better if we get into.
Isn't that's a red rubber ball, but isn't that a bit small for Cerberus? This is the problem. You think it's safer if you're not holding them all, but the simple fact that you giving them to the rest of them means that someone's gonna lose it.
Well, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Ah, this is the flashback that we saw from Hermes.
I'm not going.
Understand that. Like, you may not understand choices I'm making. Also, kids can be assholes. Don't lock the first door. Welcome to the Underworld. Oof. I mean, pretty bleak, but nice, considering the budget they have to work with.
Charon, the boatman.
Guy with expensive suits.
Excuse me.
Guys, why? Oh, look, this is why you don't try to push through lines. Look at those chains. Just go under them. It's far easier than trying to push through people.
Suckers wait in line.
You're not dead.
You're not in the suit.
I mean,
What's new? I don't know. Silent dog whistle. You guys should move. Big dog is coming. I want to see him. Oh, come on, show me Cerberus. Ooh. Now that I've seen, wait. Was Grover just eaten? Yeah, I think he will lose the marble because of being eaten. The pearl, whatever. Good job, Annabeth. It's not exactly training, but it's something. It's just a big three-headed puppy dog. I've seen some comments, right, comparing like saying that this TV show has more of a. Oh, you're fine. What?
Bad dog.
Okay, what was I saying? Right. Budget. Like, people are arguing about the figures and 15 million per episode, and it's more than the movie, but you just need to look at the show.
You can do this.
Look at the simple fact that they have so much fog and mist that they cannot show you the entirety of Cerberus. The fact that they so often keep... Look at this. They won't show not the mist. They so often keep Grover's, Aryan's legs out of the frame so they don't have to constantly have his feet. It's very clear, even if you doubt it, that they don't have the budget for the effects. Oh, shoot. He wants the ball. You really should have just done this in the first place. Another thing. Now that we're seeing the Cerberus, I can't wait to see Percy's Hellhound. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It is not the as described inverted version of Olympus, but it is pretty cool.
Oh no. My pearl. I lost the pearl.
Hey, look what I just said would happen. Here it is.
I think
It's in the dog's stomach.
A drawing.
A drawing.
Oh, come
A drawing.
on. A disciplinary.
What drawing?
Picture of a horse with wings.
Are you serious?
It isn't just the drawing.
Well, if it isn't just a drawing, why'd you say it was the drawing?
Across the roof of the gymnasium, after which he said he saw something out there.
Okay.
We aren't equipped to offer the kind of psychological monitoring we believe your child will require.
Psycho-freaking-logical monitoring?
Withdrawn. He has no place.
It's what the frick is psychological monitoring for? This is the issue with the show turning into just him seeing things instead of him actually having things happen, causing things to happen. I mean, the books, he causes like cannon fire and stuff. So obviously he would be a problem child. But this, he sees a flying horse with wings. That's psychological monitoring. He doesn't need psychological monitoring. Children daydream. He's not that old. Kids will just lose their minds and daydream and not pay attention all the time.
Ignore this.
The real surprise about how he got on the roof is how the hell the door wasn't locked to get up there.
And it should really be me.
Oh, shush.
And even if it were
Don't worry, you will not be left behind. There is no Persephone here to have a weird joke.
stop this war.
What is that? It's like a person tree.
Sorry.
Into darkness, so I can see. Like the somber tone music. Not exactly the fields of Asphodel. This is more the forest of Asphodel.
Roots?
Well, yes, they're like souls. They're all trapped here. Uh-oh. Looks like the ball's gone. What did happen to Annabeth?
Annabeth!
What happened?
Annabeth!
Problem here.
Let me guess. You have regrets, so you've been rooted to the ground.
I already tried. It's
Pretty much.
How did this happen?
Did you try the glowing sword? Right?
Right? What would you have to regret?
A lot of things. You don't know.
okay. Go.
Maybe she regrets running away in the first place. Okay, so they're taking Annabeth out of the picture here, which is, I guess, like, without her advice to figure something out?
Let's go.
Will there be something to take Grover out of the picture too? Make it so Percy has to face Hades on his own?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Depends on where you are. Are you very near a big hole in the ground?
Grover? Grover, where are you going?
Up, he's going. The Tartarus. Okay. Oh. Holy shit. Come on, kick off the shoes. Remove the shoes. Thank you. Bye-bye. Nothing for you.
What was that?
It's the lightning bolt. Oof, I love the vibration. Okay. I like this. I like this, the way this looks. I mean, it's a nice blend
Is this? No.
of
I mean, it looks
designs. The book
okay.
specifically refers to it as just a stick. It's a celestial bronze stick. Right? It's not zigzaggy. It's not sparky like the movie. It's just a stick.
This is the bag Ares gave me.
But obviously that design doesn't work for everybody. So they give this. It's still mostly a stick, but it's got the little pointy zigzag bits. And more importantly, it will spark up
Right? That's the quest.
eventually. Probably in Zeus's hands, even though this is in the posters.
Return this.
And you're gonna go use it as a bargaining chip. Kid, you got an amazing ice cream in front of you. Take some of it.
If you really
What's the problem, little Percy? You just don't want to leave her?
back to school soon to drop you off.
For your sake. She's been
Why are you
away.
trying so hard to get rid of me?
Oh, little Percy. She's not trying to get rid of you. But, you know, he can't comprehend the idea that some place is better for him. Right? All he knows is he doesn't like school, so he doesn't care about the consequences, right? I mean, you always cut back to, I think a good way to think about it is like in the first Harry Potter, Hermione makes a statement, oh, you could have gotten us killed or worse, expelled. In a child's eyes, dying is worse than being expelled because you're not dead. Now that I'm older, I completely understand that being expelled is worse than dying because then you've got all the headache of trying to figure out where to go to school, how to get your life together. These are not skeleton soldiers. They look cool, but there might be skeletons underneath. But yeah, what I was saying with the expulsion thing. The consequences. The kids don't really understand that. Consequences. I really hope they give this place like a glow up. Okay, so there's like an elevator. So maybe there's like better floors eventually. Look, I know the vision view, whatever it is set, is cool and all, but it can do indoor environments. Oh, hi.
Welcome.
Hi?
Sorry about all the... I know who you are and you know who I am, so we can just...
Do I?
skip
You're
right
not
past
as
that
grumpy
part.
as I expected.
Fresh pomegranate juice, a snack?
Actually,
My mother.
Wait, pomegranate juice?
Great business. I admire the cut of your jib.
Okay, suddenly like, hey, let me feed you. You're gonna be stuck in here anyways.
Reference for you.
Quaint little couch. Kind of prefer walls. That would kind of make it better.
I see there's a quid and a quo
The
here.
bolt doesn't belong to you.
I
Your plan almost worked.
I was happy to say a couple episodes ago that the casting for Ares may have been the best godly casting of the show. And I can be fair. As much as I hoped it would be better, I can fairly say that Hades is the worst god casting of the show. I mean, it's because I know Ari and I want to like the show. And because I'm a Percy Jackson fan, I want to like the show, but
No.
Hades is supposed to be more dreary.
My helm.
He's supposed more dreary and more of an godly. It's literally a sentence in the book where it's like he meets Hades and it's like, this is the first god I've met that feels like a god.
Really don't want.
Have the market cornered on jealous. Family drama is why I don't.
He's figuring it out. That's the zoom in.
They go on forever. It must have been
Huh?
Thronos.
Figured it out.
Ask me for sanctuary.
What?
What?
If Kronos
Yeah, exactly.
is somehow planning to emerge from his exile, you're not safe.
So why keep him? Why here? The TARDIS is right over there.
You and your mother.
He's obviously not going to take the chance. He's going to leave now.
I accept your offer.
Which offer?
Great, your first offer. Hold fast.
That's no bubbles. No bubbles. Okay, back here. Is Poseidon going to show up? Oh, you're doing the smoke thing, and it's just like, I guess that works. There's the rain. He's coming.
And I am failing.
Ow. If you were failing, you'd be out on the street somewhere. You're doing pretty well. I'm more used to the Poseidon's actor in Lost in Space, considering I watched all the seasons of that show. So it's funny to see him move from that into Poseidon. Poseidon with some, you know, hair loss.
At camp, he will be safe.
But he will be without you. And that's the point.
You don't want him again.
He doesn't want to be without you, which is why he keeps worrying about you getting rid of him.
And I will listen.
That's all he can do, after all. I mean, he did show up, but besides that.
I want him to know who family tries to tell him who they want him to be.
Ooh, I love that. Keep him separate from
He
all the
is better
nonsense.
than that.
His mother raised him well.
I'm really enjoying this scene. Considering the books were all from Percy's perspective, that tilts things, right? So we never get to see, we never would have ever gotten to see something like this. And just the idea of Poseidon visiting and talking to Sally once or twice. You only get to see her talking about him or wistfully thinking about him. We're on the beach. Ares fight.
And fate.
Oh, well, there you are. Not even any build-up. No audience?
On that day,
Ooh, I like the sword.
I'll be right by his side.
And cut to black. That was episode 7. We find out the truth. We got introduced to two gods this episode. Hades and Poseidon. Hades is a tad disappointing. I can see the actor playing the role better, but they, like a lot of the show, they made him more lighthearted. More than anything, they had to have cut something. I know Arneff's told me of them cutting things, but there was a shot of him standing on the throne in a trailer or in some promotional material that just wasn't in this version of the episode. They've used the edit where he's more light and less strict and like grumpy than he would be in the books. And like I said, there he was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be the most godly out of anything Percy had ever seen, but I'm just repeating myself. Lots has been cut out. The other god we got to meet is Poseidon in a really nice and touching scene between Sally and Poseidon, kind of proving that these two care about each other, that Poseidon does care about Percy and her. The other gods may have a ton of children, so it's hard to convey like a personal relationship is between them and certain children. But like Poseidon, this is the first child he's had in hundreds of years. Or at least 100 years. A few decades? Okay, I should say that. I have no clue last time he had a child. But the point is that he's very close to this. He did care about Percy. Like I said, I can only hope Disney gives more to this show, more resources, more money, more everything, attention because this show could become something great. And we're only seeing the tip of it in the form it is right now. I don't know what else to say. There's only one episode left where it's coming to an end. Thank you for watching this video. What was your favorite part of the episode? Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.